Hi guys, I'm Dee, author of the Consumed by Heat series and one half of D&J.
And I'm Jay, the other half of D&J.
And this is D&J Book Chat. Welcome back to our channel. Now if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, ring that bell so that you can be notified when we post new videos. Today we're going to have a little different type of video. We're going to be basically having a discussion about BookTube and what people don't tell you before you dive in. Right? We're gonna be spilling all the juicy D&J tea. So if you're here and you're considering going on BookTube, or you like watching BookTube, or you don't know what goes on behind the scenes, stay tuned because that's what we'll be discussing today. All right, Jay. Now, we've been on BookTube for
God, he knows how long.
about two months. Wow, 2 months.
Didn't even think about it.
Tell me, what's your experience now? Like, what was your vision that this was going to be like going in? Tell me that. Like, what did you think when we decided, hey, we're going to put up videos, we're going to do BookTube? What did you think about? What do you think it was going to be like?
I think I didn't really have any expectation coming in with it. It's different.
I personally, I don't know what I expected. It's hard to say. I was just excited about making videos, being on YouTube. I still am actually excited about making videos and being on YouTube. I just don't. I thought it would help me read more books. I thought it would be great to have somewhere to talk about the books, and that's what I was expecting. For me, those expectations didn't change. I still enjoy being on BookTube. I still enjoy talking about books, bookish content, bookish movies. That didn't change for me. That was the only expectation I had. So how about you? Did your expectations that you had coming in, did that materialize? Do you still feel that way?
No, not anymore. I think when we had the idea of starting the BookTube, we had a lot of tea-bear that we wanted to read. We had best-selling books that we were reading, and books that we wanted to go back to because it was a series and we didn't finish it, so we wanted to just go back and do it. Now, trying to find good proper books that interest both of us. I mean, you are going to find books that doesn't interest you, but at the same time it's becoming a little bit rare, and I'm not sure if we're not finding the books, or is that books aren't being released often. There isn't a whole lot of option now. I don't know if I answer your question or anything like that, but that's
I think there are still books. There are millions of books out there. The thing is, because of our work schedule and because of everything that we have going on, we use mostly audiobooks, and it's sometimes, it's becoming easier now because like we have the Audible subscription, and Audible changed their membership, so now you have like a plus catalog and you can choose books from any genre. Before it was just romance, so it was a little bit difficult to find something that we both wanted to read, and that was both our TBRs.
Yeah, that you're right, that is the case, because that's the only difference that we did. When we were trying to start out, we were reading books, actual books, but now because of our schedule, we don't have that much time to be reading books, but more likely listening to it.
Yeah, the audiobooks, the audio version.
And sometimes, like, the audiobooks, I believe, are, can sometimes be a hit and miss depending on the production of the book. The narrator is important, the story is also important as well, and those two need to tie in. A proper performance and a good story, people are going to be excited about your book. With bad narrator, and I don't think that there has been any bad narrators of the books that we've previously listened to, it's just sometimes the story doesn't really help.
I get you. That's the thing. That's the thing. No one tells you. No one tells you on BookTube. Yeah, you assume it's going to allow you to read more books, but no one tells you about the pressure you feel when you, or the guilt you feel when you're not able to read a book, because life happens. And with this whole thing going on, with the pandemic, the world as it is, you believe that everyone has more time on their hands, but that's not necessarily true, especially if you work at home or if you work in a creative field like we do. It's like you find that there are just not enough hours in the day to get time in to actually sit down and open a physical book, or open even an ebook sometimes to read through, because when the night comes and the day ends, you're just spent. There is no brain power left to read through a book. But no one tells you the guilt you feel for that, because sometimes you know that it's becoming time for a video, you know that the time is coming up, and you look back and there's been so much work going on, there's so much going on in your schedule that you just haven't finished that book. And how do you come and explain, guys, I'm really sorry, but I haven't finished reading that book yet because there are so many, like, you don't want to hear that. You want to hear, you came to BookTube, you came to hear your book review, you came to hear your book content. So yeah, you feel that guilt, and it just sucks, right? So you end up depending on audiobooks, depending on bookish movies, bookish stuff that you can consume in like an hour and get it over with, and it becomes more audiobook, bookish movies, or bookish content, more than say bookish discussion, more than say like a book review or an in-depth book discussion. But hey, we'll still do that. We're not saying that we're not. We're just saying that no one tells you how time consuming it is, especially when you have a busy schedule.
Not to mention, and basically doing the videos and then editing the videos as well.
Oh, don't get me started. At least, guys, hey, James has started helping me editing the video. I showed him how to do it, and he does well. Kudos to you. Kudos to you, babe. You do it well. So that's at least one thing off my shoulders, because I have the other channel videos to edit. So at least we share the editing now. Because editing is hard. It's time consuming. That's it. It's not really 100% difficult because I enjoy editing. It's just time consuming.
I think it's not that difficult for me, mostly because you also help me, but it's also the fact that I no longer, like, you know, you showed me, like, there would be some stuff that I should have taken out. Probably, you know, it's due to the fact that the sentence or sentence, the grammar isn't that perfect. So, and a lot of stuttering, not knowing what you're going to say. So you have to take that out.
Are you hearing this, guys? He's basically saying that it's easy for him because he just skims on quality.
I leave them in and take out some of the bad parts.
Because like, you want it to be raw and authentic, right, baby?
The way how you make that sounds dirty.
Oh, no, I'm not. Get your mind out the gutter. I just meant you want it to be, you know, people like seeing authentic stuff. So you just want it to be authentic. So if there was a stutter in your voice, you're going to hear the stutter because that's the authentic you. I can't speak today. I'm mispronouncing words. I'm using words that I don't really want to use. It's just one of those days. And that's another thing. Nobody tells you, like, hey, if you set out to do a video, you're gonna have to do a video come hell or high water. Unless there's something serious like an emergency going on or something, that's fine, let them know. But consistency is key. So if you're having a bad day, if it's chaotic outside with our background, or if it's super hot, or if we are moody.
And speaking of background, it's been a bit better with us in terms of we're starting to not care. Normally at one point, you know, if no one has known, or sorry, okay, I have to cut that out. But yeah, so or leave it in, whatever, I don't care. So if not many people are aware, we're in Jamaica. So if you actually go onto Dee's channel with her, AutoTube, and you can definitely hear the different background noise.
The sound effects. I have the best audience over there on AutoTube. They don't tease me about it. Not true. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. You have to watch it to understand, but it's hilarious. There's sound effects galore, natural sound effects. There dogs, there cars passing, because those videos, I don't know why, but we filmed them early, and yet there's still so much background noise most of the time that it's just, sometimes it's just downright hilarious. You just, I mean, no, that's something else you don't think about, right, babe? You're not thinking about you do think about the background noise when you're doing it, but you're not thinking it's going to be that loud coming across on the video. So it's like, you're like, let's power through, or before we would stop and let the sounds go and then start. So it took us like 4 or 5 hours. Okay, maybe not that long, but it took us a really long time to get a video done. So it was so much work, and then after finishing that, then you have to go back and, hey, you have to actually make money, so you have to go and do your actual job. So it's like it takes a lot. It really takes dedication. It takes hard work. So if you're thinking about coming on BookTube, be ready for it. It's not always just a walk in the park. Hey, you can always decide to go live. You can always just do live videos. Come on, go live for a segment, and whatever it sounds, whatever it makes, you do. We may do that in the future, but as we said, we don't have the best background right now, so maybe going live isn't the right step for us, but maybe that's something we look into in the future that takes the editing out of it.
True that. That would be good for both of us. Yeah, I guess you're right. And you know, I was trying to make the point, but yeah, right now we're in a don't care mood. We have the fan on, we have the windows open. Previously, we didn't have any of those things.
It's not that we don't care. We care. We care about the quality that you're getting. It's not that we don't care, but it's hot. Sometimes you have to put yourself first. We were burning up, literally burning up to make these videos because we didn't want you guys to hear the sound of the fan in the background. But if you care about us and you care about our content and you want us to continue making more content, we have to at some point be alive. So if we need a little bit of breeze, we don't have air conditioning where we film, so we need to turn the fan on. It's on the lowest setting, so you may not even hear it, but
it's because we've found a way to basically edit it, basically remove the
background noise.
Exactly. So it's a bit different. So hence the reason why. But I guess the more you know about editing is the better for things that you can probably get away with, in a sense. But yeah, those are my thoughts, and I wish that someone, I mean, it's not really you wish someone told you, but as you jumping into it and you're just seeing the different kind of dynamic of what you didn't expect. So this is basically our experience of what we went through, what we're going through, how we basically come out on top sometimes, and how we're putting our foot in the we're putting our best foot forward in the right direction, basically.
Yeah. So and if we can do it, we've been saying this all throughout our videos, if we can do it, you can too. So if you want to do a BookTube channel, or you want to be on YouTube, just go ahead and do it. Get it done, because nothing will be perfect. Life isn't perfect, and that's okay. It's okay to have a little bit of noise in your background. It's okay to need a fan. It's okay to not know what you're talking about and just talk until it comes. I mean, it's okay. Just do it. Forget the excuses, forget everything that's hindering you, and just get it done. So that's been our journey. That's been some things that we wish that we had thought about before, or that we're going through now that we didn't even foresee coming. But let us know if you go through similar situations. Share your stories with us. Comment down below in the comments, and
subscribe and continue listening to my wonderful voice.
Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and ding that bell so that you'll be the first persons to be notified when we upload. Thank you so much for tuning in to D&J's Book Chat, and until next time, bye guys.